Welcome to All Grown Up Now, Tales of a Checkered Past. I'm kennethdking, podcasting from my studio near Union Square in New York City. This podcast is an evolution of the tale, All Grown Up Now, A Friendship in 3 Acts. This is Season 2, and it's called Tales of a Checkered Past. It's a collection of short stories from my salad days on up to the present. In each podcast, another self-contained story will be presented. These podcasts will be broadcast bi-weekly, so you get 2 a month. Enjoy. For episode 75, I decided I would give you just a short little funny podcast. Since times are rough, I think we all need a good laugh. So here we go. In the past, I did a podcast that talked about the importance of adjectives. Personally, I'm one of those people who really admires a good turn of phrase. That said, today's topic is alliteration, and that is the title of this podcast. In any language, many words alliterate, but this doesn't mean that they have the same meaning. This little podcast is one example. When I was living in San Francisco, I had an apartment in Hayes Valley. When I moved in 1988, this neighborhood, specifically the intersection of Laguna and Oak, was still regarded as part of the Western Addition. As my friend Sander would say, it was, well, a challenging neighborhood. That said, I love this neighborhood and the people in it. While I was at Laguna and Oak, there was a coffee house on the corner of Laguna and Page. Now, everyone would hang out here because there were tables outside, and on sunny days, we'd watch the crack hoes picking up their johns. I whiled away many hours there, having coffee, talking to my neighbors, and watching the crack hoes. The proprietor of this coffee house was a man named Ali, who came from the Middle East. He was very proud to be a naturalized citizen and was always trying to do things the American way. Every now and again, he would tell us some American thing that he had done. He would proudly tell us these accomplishments in a heavily accented English, as he was still learning. One day, I was getting coffee at the coffee house and chatting with one of the other denizens of the neighborhood. Ollie came up and joined in. Smiling broadly, he proudly said, "Yesterday, I made a pot roast in my butt crack." What? My neighbor and I just stood there looking at him. A few beats skipped. I said, excuse me, say it again. So he repeated himself. "I made a pot roast in my butt crack." Now, we didn't want to laugh at him because it might embarrass him. Judging by the look on his face, he was not making a joke. I thought for a moment, and I asked, "Might you be saying that you made a pot roast in your crock pot?" "Crock pot? Butt crack? What's the difference?" he innocently asked. My neighbor started laughing, so it fell to me to explain the difference to him. Alliteration. Words or phrases may alliterate the same, but they are not the same. Thanks for listening. You can get the audiobook All Grown Up Now on iTunes, Audible, and Amazon, or from my website, allgrownupnow.com. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Play. If you have any questions, you can reach me through the website allgrownupnow.com. You can follow me on Instagram at kennethdking, on Facebook at Kenneth D. King Design, or on my main website, kennethdking.com.